From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Thursday, June 18th. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy visited Albuquerque on Wednesday to promote a federal pilot program testing autonomous cargo aircraft, part of a $12.5 billion effort to modernize the nation's aviation system. Albuquerque and New Mexico were selected as key testing sites, with Reliable Robotics planning to begin flights of remotely operated Cessna 208 Caravan cargo planes at the Sunport later this summer. The project will test technology allowing aircraft to taxi, take off, and land without pilots on board, using advanced radar and GPS systems. Officials say Albuquerque's unique climate and geography make it an ideal proving ground, while the program could boost local jobs and position New Mexico as a leader in future autonomous aviation. New Mexico investigators have expanded their renewed probe into Jeffrey Epstein's activities at Zorro Ranch, sending preservation letters to dozens of companies to prevent the destruction of records that could aid in the investigation. Targets include banks, airlines, technology firms, and telecommunication providers, with requests covering records related to Epstein, convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, and other individuals. Attorney General Raul Torres reopened the investigation earlier this year after reviewing millions of pages of newly released federal documents. Investigators are seeking financial, travel, communication, and business records tied to Epstein's operations at Zorro Ranch near Stanley. This is where multiple women have alleged they were abused and trafficked. The effort runs alongside a separate State House Truth-Finding Commission investigation into activities at the ranch. A lawsuit against Albuquerque Public Schools alleged a substitute teacher left a special education classroom at Kirtland Elementary unattended in May of 2024, leading to a 9-year-old student suffering severe hand injuries when a classmate accidentally trapped and crushed his fingers in a door. The child required surgery after sustaining shattered fingertips and partial degloving injuries. The lawsuit also claims that school staff, including the nurse and principal, failed to respond appropriately, delaying calling 911, inaccurately documenting the incident, and failed to preserve surveillance video. The suit names APS, the substitute teacher, staffing company Kelly Education, the principal, and the school nurse, and also seeks damages for medical expenses and other costs. APS and Kelly Education declined to comment because of the pending litigation. Nearly 2 decades after devastating floods destroyed key bridges in Ruidoso's Upper Canyon, village officials are now moving forward with plans to replace 6 major crossings, with construction expected in 2027 and 2028. The project is fully funded through a mix of federal, state, and local dollars, and is currently in the design and public input phase. The bridge effort comes as Ruidoso continues recovering from the 2024 South Fork and Salt fires, which left burn scars that have fueled dangerous flash flooding. Officials told state lawmakers this week that recovery remains complicated by overlapping disasters, delayed federal aid, and ongoing flood risks. Local agencies are also pursuing property buyouts, forest thinning projects, and emergency preparedness efforts aimed at protecting both residents and the tourism-dependent mountain community. In-N-Out Burger has taken another step towards opening its first Albuquerque restaurants, submitting permit applications for locations on Coors Boulevard and Gibson Boulevard, while advancing plans for a third restaurant near Cottonwood Mall. The Coors location would be a 5,700 square foot restaurant with a drive-thru, while the Gibson and Cottonwood sites would each be about 3,900 square feet. City officials say the applications are still under review and require additional information, but the permitting process suggests the company is moving closer to its goal of opening New Mexico locations as early as next year. The chain first announced plans to expand into the state by 2027, and Albuquerque is expected to receive 3 of its first restaurants. And Albuquerque hit 100 degrees on Wednesday, marking its first triple-digit day of the year, with temperatures expected to remain at or above 100 through Saturday. Elsewhere, Roswell reached 109 degrees, making it the hottest city in the state. Heat warnings have been issued across New Mexico, and officials are urging residents to stay hydrated, wear light-colored clothing, limit outdoor activity, and protect pets from the extreme temperatures. The National Weather Service also recommends keeping homes cool with shades, insulation, and air conditioning. Albuquerque residents can also visit community centers for relief from the heat. The leading news is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect sunny and hot conditions with a high near 102, and as for this evening, partly cloudy with a low around 63. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.